So today, our goal is going to be to, again, get a daily skill injector, and make more ISK than we made yesterday because we'll have better equipment. But the big goal is to have more ISK than we started with and get another daily skill injector today. We're also trying to get T2 weapons as we have 50,000 free skill points from our daily injector. That we used yesterday. We used it, so we have the 50,000 skill points in our character. We're going to spend those 50,000 skill points on small energy turret 5 and start training towards the next one. Or towards the next skill. We have to decide what skill we're training. We're probably going to be doing a gunnery skill, honestly, because they help quite a bit. I'll get into that in just a moment, but we're going to get T2 guns. We're going to get our ship undocked, and we're going to try and earn some ISK. We're going to decide what skills to work on to make our ship a little bit better, or to start working towards the succubus. We have a couple decisions to make today, and part of that might actually be putting together a succubus fit to know what we're working towards and to know what will actually help us in the future. So there's that, and just like that, we are off. That being said, I am thinking Gunnery 5 is 2% weapon damage. All these skills are really big. I think Motion Prediction is probably going to help us the most. So that's going in next. It doesn't fit in my training kill. I think I'm doing Motion Prediction next. Surgical Strike gives 3% damage, and Gunnery gives 2% rate of fire, which is another 2% increase in damage. So I think Surgical Strike 4 is probably going to be better than Gunnery 5. And then Trajectory Analysis is probably going to be done before Gunnery 5 as well. I don't know if Gunnery 5 is required for the T2 gun. That's something that we have to check. And I should have checked that before I had announced that I was going to get T2 guns today. That's the goal today, is to try and get T2 guns, and if I don't, I'm going to have to rename it. But I think you only need Gunnery 4 for small tier 2 guns. Turrets and launchers. We're going to go energy turrets, beam lasers small. And then we're going to look at the small focus beam lasers. And look at the requirements. They do require Gunnery to 1. And small energy turret 5 is the big one. So we'll be okay. It looks like that's not a problem. It looks like we have the requirements except for that one skill. We're going to go ahead and just apply my skill points here. So normally I recommend people don't hit the supply button, because if you have other things underneath, there's this area underneath. If you have a bunch of skills queued in here and you hit apply, it'll just apply it to all of them. You don't really get to decide which skills it applies to. It just kind of gives you a summary and you hit confirm. What I like to do is I like to actually put in, like, I'll put the next skill that I'm going to train, and that pauses the training on the small energy turret, and then we can manually apply the skill points. So we're going to use 30,000 106 skill points on small energy turret. This now unlocks the T2 energy turrets, except we're missing my skills have prerequisites for we are missing the small beam laser specialization, which we're just going to buy the skill. We're going to do it the lazy way. We'll pay that 2 million tax, and then I want to train this at least to level 1 using free skill points. Each level that we train it does give me an additional 2% rate of fire, and it's a really low bar for doing that. So 3, 4, 9, 3. So we're going to use a few additional of our free skill points to possibly get this done. So it looks like we can probably inject when we finish our when we get our daily injector today. We'll probably inject small beam laser specialization to 3, and we'll continue training up motion prediction. We'll put the rest of the skill points into motion prediction, because I'm guessing that that's the next best thing to train. Am I missing any of the application skills? I am not. So that's cool. So now we have the skill train for that. Yeah, it's 10%. That's helpful. So that means you get 22. Maybe a fall off rig, or I'm trying to think how to apply more DPS, because Null really doesn't have a lot of DPS, and those are kind of a scary spawn if you're not fast on them. What's the speed disparity with the Afterburner versus the Vedmix? How are they much faster than you? Alright, so this is a Villa spawn. They're a little weird. 10%, but it absolutely... Yeah, but you have to be able to deal with the Vedmix. Alright, we're going to load multi-frequency for this. Well, we probably could get away with Gleam at the ranges that they're hanging out, but they're going to kind of coast in and out of range here. Probably going to need the second repper running as well. This thing is melting so fast. Absolutely amazing. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and head here. Harrowing orbits at 1 kilometer a second, but burst is 2 kilometers a second. How fast are you? Simulate. So with the prop mod, you are 665. So really all you're doing is you're getting rid of the transversal. With the micro warp drive, you go like 1800 in the demos. Maybe a little bit faster. Alright, I'm actually thinking of if Gleam is better or not. I want to see how it hits. Oh, that's a good hit. Shut that off. As it's 1.6 to 2 depending on skills and nanofibers. So you actually chase them down, and that's the key. What do you do about the battleships though? Because that signature radius bonus is difficult. You just kind of handle it, I guess, and you quickly crash down on them so that they don't kill you. That's what I was told at least. All right, we got a single Lashik here. I do want to get this. I'm going to start shooting that with Aura right away. Opening up the cargo. Lashiks are tricky on micro warp drive. I can definitely see that. You don't really get out of their damage or anything. I'm probably going to kill this before we even get in range of it. Like, that's what I'm seeing happening here. This was good to see you in Marky's stream. Hey John, how's it going? Yeah, I try and hang out a little bit. Just a little bit, since you get extra armor. Yeah, but they also get extra armor. I'm tempted to just kind of hang around this gate here because we're killing this and it's gonna die. Good to hear that you're doing good. Alright, that was a really quick room. Their armor isn't the problem. Yeah, that's true. Alright, we got another Lashik room. So is this going to be the same thing where we just kill the Lashik in 30 seconds before I can even get close to it? With Void and drones, I get over 800 DPS on paper. Yeah, but you gotta apply it. That's the hard part. Maybe railguns would be better. So if we figured out a railgun fit, that might be better. The hard part would be tracking the frigates. So your idea for the double web would be really, really good. And then at that point, you can do an afterburner and just fly straight for frigates and smaller things. That would reduce transversal significantly. I think you'd be able to get away with it. You know how squishy Lashiks are. Yeah, they're already like dead. Oh, I turned off the gun. I was gonna change ammo, but doesn't make sense to do that. But you have 500. Wow, Lashik room is like speedrun status. Like, that is bizarre. Seriously, third room, 15 minutes remaining. What? Give me one more Lashik. I want to do the 6-minute Abyssal in Alpha. One more Lashik. Let's get the triple Lashik. I really want to see this. Oh, wait, what? We got out of that with 15 minutes remaining. Okay. So today what we accomplished is we got, it looks like 38 million ISK. So we made a little bit less ISK than we wanted to, but we also spent some time playing in the fitting window, putting together the future succubus that we plan on flying. So we have kind of an idea of what we're working towards. So 38 million ISK is just enough to buy our daily alpha injector. We also, however, managed to finish our slicer. This is going to be the final setup that we have the slicer. I don't really plan on upgrading the slicer in the future, but this is going to be the final iteration of the slicer until we upgrade into the next ship. So we're going to be grinding this one a while. We got tier 2 guns on it, which is awesome and gave us an additional about 10 additional DPS. With a little bit more range versatility and application choices, which allows us to clear the Abyss faster. We actually had our fastest Abyss today as well, which was a 5-minute Abyss. We came out with 15 minutes and 56 or 15 minutes and 30 seconds remaining. So it was under 5 minutes, which was our first sub 5-minute run. And then we got that accomplished. So for the fit, I'll go over it one more time. We have the small focus beam lasers. We have a YS8 compact afterburner, a Republic Fleet small cap battery, 2 Federation Navy small armor reppers, a single tier 2 heatsink, and an extruded compact heatsink. As you can see, we're really tight on CPU. Damage control. We have a collision accelerator and an auxiliary nano pump. If you want cap stability, what you do is you take the small collision accelerator, you turn it into a tier 1 collision accelerator, and then you put on a cap rig, a tier 1 cap rig. This will make it cap stable in Abyss without any problem. Alternatives for the reppers. Right now there is a Federation Navy shortage. All the faction reppers are pretty solid. If you look at the information for them, I'm getting distracted, but that's okay. If you look at the information on reppers, hull and armor repairs, small, and you look at the faction. So I believe it was Federation Navy and Republic Fleet. No, it's Federation Navy and Chusancha are identical. And then I want to say the other, there's another variant. So there's 3 variants of them. One has, one's kind of like the in the middle. One has a lot of extra, or a bit of extra rep and extra cap costs, and the other one has a bit less reps and less cap costs. There's 3 variants, and they're mixed up between these 9. I don't remember exactly which one's which. Maybe I'll publish a cheat sheet later. But if we look at this, the Federation Navy has an activation cost of 40 and reps 92. If we look at another one like Imperial Navy, it costs 45 to activate and reps 104. So it reps more, but you won't be cap stable. And that's why the Federation are expensive, because they're good for the cap amount that they use, so they're really good for PvP. You can really use any of these and be fine. Those are 12 million. Those are currently 14. True Sanch is currently 10. Dominations aren't available on the market. Amnatur are currently 13. And then the Federation Navy are currently overpriced and not really available. So we're lucky that we got ours. And then, so we're going to go ahead and buy that large daily, or not the large daily injector, but we're going to go ahead and buy our daily alpha injector. We'll buy the cheapest one, which it looks like we made just enough ISK to buy this. We'll go ahead and buy it. It doesn't matter if it's remote, because we can go into our assets now and right click, activate daily injector. We got that. I'll think about the skills overnight as to what we want to apply this to. And we'll actually apply the skills for this daily alpha injector tomorrow. We have 65,000 free skill points, which we can do quite a bit with. I was thinking of doing beam laser. Motion prediction, I believe, could be completed or almost completed. If I took this off, I think it would have 1 day remaining. We have 3 days and 8 hours. It would finish in 9 hours if I completed all my skill points on this. So we'll probably do this tomorrow. But that's where we got a whole daily alpha injector. We finished our fit, which is awesome, and we did a lot of abyss and had our fastest one so far. So if you like this video on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can find me on Hateless Gaming or Twitch /Hateless Gaming and Fly Fun. And we'll see you guys in the next one.